Hey everyone, I'm Laura Ingraham. This is the Ingraham Angle from Washington tonight. Thanks for being with us. Now, the world is upside down. In the world created by BLM, Soros-funded DAs, and social media agitators, heroes are held up as villains. And villains, they're the new heroes. Now, we saw this play out as the Daniel Penny arrest unfolded. Lord knows how many lives he saved in that subway car that Jordan Neely was threatening. But the squads of racial arsonists set his life on fire after Neely died. Now Alvin Bragg's office is after the two other brave men who jumped in to help Mr. Penny subdue the crazed lunatic. Now we witnessed the same perverse insanity in the open border crisis caused by Joe Biden. The media loves the fraudulent asylum seekers flooding our country, routinely amplifying their wants, their needs, their concerns, and taking everything they say about their cases, it's gospel. Gotta believe it. So ranchers in Texas, property owners, tired of the trash and all the resources this is consuming, well, they're just heartless nativists. So villainizing Americans who say no more migrants became more difficult, though, this week when minorities in cities like New York and Chicago, they began protesting as well.
These families, and in some cases they're adult males, I don't feel safe having adult males with no health screenings, no criminal background checks around our children, and in some cases they can't come out and play. This is unfair.
Resources that have not come to us, now you want to overly compensate for people who never lived here before.
We have been redlined, Jim Crowed, pushed out, enough.
Now, where are the sensible Democrats telling Biden, look, this is out of control, shut this down? Just on merely political concerns at this point. Where are the honest journalists demanding accountability and answers about what this is doing to communities that are underserved and already under pressure? And then there's the case of a physician's assistant at Bellevue Hospital in New York. Now, she's 6 months pregnant and had just wrapped up a 12-hour shift. And she decided to hop a city bike, you can rent those, to commute home. Now, the bike, by the way, she reserved with her credit card. It was hers. Now, when she tried to undock the bike, a group of young men and teens approached her, one of them slamming the bike back down into its little station. Now, that's when these thugs turned the camera back on.
Record him, record him, record him.
Help me! Please help me!
This is not your bike.
Please help me!
This is not your bike. This is not your bike.
Please help me! Help! Please get off! Help!
You're not getting
Get
the
off me!
bike.
Touch your phone. You're not touching your phone.
I'm not touching you. You putting your stomach on my hand.
You're not crying. You're not crying. I got you on video. Wait, you put it out?
This is my bike. It's on my account. Please move.
All right, so why don't we reset the bike?
I'm not resetting the bike.
It's his. It's his. It's his.
Reset it. I'm gonna pull it out on your account.
You are active.
This is my bike.
Crying.
Out of here. Your baby gonna come out with
Wait, how you stop crying? Not a tear came down.
The video went viral. It spread like wildfire. A white woman berating or needless fight with a group of black men. That was the perfect crystallization of what the radicals want everyone to believe. Of course, that white people hate black people. Just she's another Karen. That's what the mob was crying. Well, the video quickly racked up tens of millions of views, and the usual suspects in social media hell began to throw kerosene on the fire. And deep thinker Benjamin Crump even tweeted, a white woman was caught on camera attempting to steal a city bike from a young black man in New York City. She grossly tried to weaponize her tears to paint this man as a threat. This is exactly the type of behavior that has endangered so many black men in the past. Well, Crump just deleted the tweet today. That's good. But the damage has been done. Now, in a predictable fashion, the corporate cowards at Bellevue Hospital, without doing its own investigation of what happened, put her on leave. This statement read, the incident in the video is disturbing. And then it went on to suggest that she was somehow profiling these individuals. Here was her attorney earlier with Bill Hemmer.
She's received death threats. You know, her family has been, she's in hiding. You know, what's at play is what social media did to this woman who is literally a hero and has done nothing but help people, and within 1 minute effectively tries to ruin her life.
But could this just have been an ugly miscommunication?
I mean, that's all effectively this is. Race has nothing to do with it. If the skin colors were the same, we would not be here today.
Now his client has produced the receipt showing that indeed the bike was hers to use, not theirs. And it sure seems to look like the real villains here are the jerks who harassed this woman and everyone else who just piled on. And it's a disgusting commentary on what the far left and their media conspirators have done to our country. I don't think these are isolated incidents, by the way. That's what everyone's saying. Because millions of Americans who are hardworking, they're good people, they're beginning to feel like they have a target on their back simply because they don't fit the current liberal ideal. Now, this woman feels like her life is just over. So shame on everyone who helped ignite this firestorm. Shame on Bellevue for treating a diligent employee, a healthcare worker. We're supposed to celebrate them, aren't we? To treat them this way? This has all got to stop, or America is going to head down a very dangerous road, and perhaps one we will not be able to turn back on.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.